Hello friends, my name is Vikas.
So friends, in today's video we will be discussing some of the most important current affairs of the topic defense of December month. This video will be very helpful to you, so do watch the video till the end. So friends, we'll start with the session, but before that we have something important to tell you about. So friends, we have an app by the name Carriers Clouds which you can go and download using the Play Store. Once you have downloaded it, you have to log in with your Gmail ID. And once you are logged in, you will be able to toggle between the individual courses. You can see various courses offered by us. In those courses, we provide you PDFs on daily basis, weekly basis as well as monthly basis. On daily basis, we will be providing you with 20 questions quizzes daily along with the 20 questions of that particular day current affairs. Similarly, the compiled quiz of 50 questions will be provided to you on weekly basis along with the compiled important current affairs of that particular week, and same goes for your monthly PDF. These courses are very important. They are highly important as they are prepared by the various teachers that help you to prepare as well as to give you the command over that particular subject. These course you can share we provide for banking awareness. We provide you with multiple questions, multiple informations regarding that particular exam. Not just that, we provide you with topic wise current affairs also. Topics such as apps and web applications, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, all right, science and tech, defense, satellites, and anything you need to know about the general awareness and current affairs, we provide you with that matter. So these will be very helpful to you. Go and check out our courses that are provided on the app. If you want to avail the 10% offered by us, you can use the code Vikas10 and you will be getting a straight 10% discount on the purchase that you make. So friends, go hurry up, and it is an opportunity for all the aspirants. So friends, it's an opportunity for all the aspirants to go and avail this offer. So friends, let's start with our video. The first exercise that we'll be discussing is the 11th edition of exercise Ukavrin. This is related to defense. Alright, so Ukavrin 2021 was an exercise which 11th edition of which was conducted between India and Maldives. This becomes important. Alright, why? Because first, this is the 11th edition, the first thing that you need to remember. Second is the name of the exercise. It is EKUVERN, Equivrin. This Equivrin was conducted between which countries? It was conducted between India and Maldives. Third thing that you need to remember. And the fourth becomes the location where this exercise was conducted. So what is the location? The location that you need to remember is Maldives. Alright, and the meaning of this Ukavrin is friends. Alright, this exercise is being conducted since the year 2019. Alright, so Ukavrin was conducted between India and Maldives, and the location was Maldives itself. If we talk about Maldives, the capital is Male, president is Ibrahim Mohammed Soli, and the currency of Maldives is Rufia, not Rupiah, Rufia. Next, we'll be talking about a multinational naval exercise, that is Milan 2022. Naval, that means it was conducted between the navies of various countries. Alright, our Admiral Sanjay Sandhu, Chief Staff Officer Technical of Eastern Naval Command, launched the official website of the forthcoming multinational naval exercise, that is your Milan 2022. And here 2022 signifies the year 2022 in which this exercise Milan will be conducted. The theme is highly important. The theme of Milan 2022 is camaraderie, cohesion and collaboration. Camaraderie, cohesion and collaboration. This is the theme for the Milan 2022, and this exercise will be hosted by which navy? It will be hosted by our beloved Indian Navy. So which is the host country? If asked, it is India. Theme: camaraderie, cohesion, collaboration, the 3C. And this exercise, the name is Milan 2022. The location where this exercise will be conducted is to be held at Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh from 25th February to 4th of March 2022. How many countries will be participating? A total of 46 countries are invited to participate in this exercise. Now let's see how many will come and participate, but a total of 46 countries has been invited. International Maritime Seminar, subject matter expertise exchange, demonstration of submarine rescue capability, Maritime Expo showcasing Atmanirbhar Bharat were also held during this exercise Milan 2022. Alright, so how many countries? 46 countries invited. Location: Vishakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, where this will be conducted. Who is the host country? India is the host country. Next we'll be talking about a multinational multi-agency exercise, PANEX. This exercise will be conducted where the location is Pune. The exercise name is PANEX and it is a multinational multi-agency exercise. The third edition, another important thing you need to remember, the third edition of this multinational multi-agency exercise, the name of which is PANEX 21, was organized where it was organized in Pune, Maharashtra. So location where it was state is Maharashtra, to develop capabilities in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations among the BIMSTEC nations. Now what are the BIMSTEC nations? If we talk about this, it was established in 1997, that is your BIMSTEC nation. Initially it was known as BISTEC, that is your Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka and Thailand Economic Corporation. With the addition of Myanmar and Bhutan, it became BIMSTEC. So when was your BIMSTEC established? It was established in the year 1997. Who is the current Secretary General? Tenzin Lekpal is the Secretary General and the Secretariat is in Dhaka, Bangladesh, or if it asks where is the headquarter, it is in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So coming back, this humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operation among BIMSTEC nations was conducted during this third edition of multinational multi-agency exercise, that is your PANEX, and the location was Pune, Maharashtra. BIMSTEC, acronym for, as we saw, Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. It is an international organization of 7 South Asian and Southeast Asian nations, that are Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Thailand. Alright, then you need to remember that this inaugural address for the exercise was delivered by Lieutenant General Jai Singh Nain, the Army Commander of Southern Command at Armed Forces Medical College at Pune. General Manoj Mukund Narwane, who is the Chief of Army Staff, was also addressed over this video conference. Has also addressed during this video conference. Next, if we talk about PANEX, it is a multi-agency exercise including representation of experts from armed forces, national disaster relief forces and other stakeholders to fight the challenges of disaster management. The member states are also prompt their best practices for HADR operation, that are your relief operations. Then another thing you remember about SIMBEX 2021. The 3 days 28th edition of Singapore India Maritime Bilateral Exercise 2021 was held between Indian Navy and Republic of Singapore Navy. So SIMBEX is conducted between India and Singapore Navy in the southern eastern of the South China Sea. The location was South China Sea, where this exercise was conducted. It was hosted by RSN at sea only, that is without any physical operations or physical interactions due to COVID-19 protocols in place. So PANEX between the conducted by the experts of the armed forces, national disaster relief forces stakeholders to challenge the or to fight the challenges and to prepare for the disaster management. All right, and it was among the BIMSTEC nations. And what are the BIMSTEC nations we just saw? They are Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Thailand. And it was the third edition of this exercise. The location where this was conducted is in Maharashtra, Pune. Moving on. Next, we'll be talking about Zircon. Zircon is a hypersonic cruise missile that was recently successfully test fired by which country? It was test fired by Russia. Highly important, mark this. Russia related to Zircon. This is also known as Tuskon. It is a hypersonic cruise missile from Russian Navy's Admiral Gorshov warship in White Sea. Where was this test fired? The location is important. The location is White Sea. And the Russian Navy ship that was used was Admiral Gorshov's warship. The missile successfully hit the target situated more than 350 kilometers away, and the meaning of Zircon is invincible. This Zircon hypersonic cruise missile is developed and manufactured by NPO Machinist Torania. It is capable of hitting a target at sea and has a range of up to 1000 kilometers, and it can fly at a speed of Mach 9. 1 Mach is equal to speed of sound. So that means 9 Mach will be equal to 9 times the speed of sound. Alright, that means this Zircon missile can travel at the speed 9 times faster than that of sound. Next we'll be talking about Pinaka. Pinaka is a extended range multi-barrel rocket launcher system. All right, as you can see, this is a rocket launcher system here. So this was recently test fired and it is an extended range multi-barrel rocket launcher system that was named Pinaka. All right, and this Pinaka was test fired from which location? It was test fired from the Pokhran range. Highly important, mark this, that it was test fired from which range? It was test fired from Pokhran range. And where is this Pokhran range? Pokhran range is located in Rajasthan. So I repeat, the name of the missile is Pinaka. Where it was test fired by, or first tell me who test fired it? It was test fired by DRDO and the location was Pokhran, where this was test fired Pinaka. All right. If we talk about DRDO, it was established in 1958. Chairman is G. Satish Reddy ji and the headquarters is in New Delhi. Next, we'll be talking about BrahMos. And remember, the air version of BrahMos we are talking about here. Recently, India has successfully test fired the air version of BrahMos supersonic cruise missile off the coast of Odisha. So where this was test fired? It was test fired off the coast of Odisha coast. The name of the missile is, and it is the air version of BrahMos missile. All right, I remember, you should remember that BrahMos is the combination of this, or you can say it is a joint venture of India and Russia. We discussed this earlier in the video, that BrahMos, a joint venture between DRDO India and Russia for the development, production, marketing of the supersonic cruise missile, which has been inducted into the Indian Armed Forces. The missile derives its name from the Brahmaputra in India and Moskva in Russia. They both are rivers. All right. Important name can be asked, that where this BrahMos name came from. It came from Brahmaputra of India and Moskva, and MOS from the Moskva of Russia. All right. So on 8th December, recently India has successfully test fired the air version of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile from off the coast of Odisha, or you can say the test range of Chandipur, that is off the coast of Odisha. The air version of the missile was test fired from a supersonic fighter aircraft Sukhoi 30 Mk1. If asked the name of the aircraft from which this air version of BrahMos missile was test fired, is your Sukhoi 30 Mk1 aircraft. Next we'll be talking about India. India has successfully test fired an other missile, that is your vertical launch short range surface to air missile, that is also VLSRSAM. This stands for vertical launch short range surface to air missile, and it was recently test fired by which country? It was test fired by our India. Next remember, DRDO and IAF has successfully flight tested the helicopter launch of standoff anti-tank missile. This is also known as SANT. All right, I repeat, standoff of the anti-tank missile that was recently test fired by DRDO and Indian Air Force. Next, you should remember that China has launched new satellite Shijian 605. The name will be direct and the question will be direct, that Shijian 605, this is related to which country? Next remember, India successfully test fired a long range supersonic missile assisted torpedo, that is your by the name SMART. Highly important, remember, I repeat, supersonic missile assisted torpedo. This is the full form of SMART, supersonic missile assisted torpedo, SMART, SMART. All right, now location from where this was successfully test fired is Balasore of the coast of Odisha. This was test fired. All right, this supersonic missile assisted torpedo will enhance anti-range of the torpedo. Apart from this, remember, this SMART, that is your supersonic missile assisted torpedo, is being developed by DRDO. This is the developing organization, and it is being developed for whom? It is being developed for Indian Army. All right, so this SMART is being developed for Indian Army by DRDO. Where this was test fired? Balasore of the coast of Odisha, and the full form of SMART is supersonic missile assisted torpedo. Next we'll be talking about India has deployed first S-400 air defense system in Punjab sector. Highly important, mark this first. All right, I repeat, IAF, that is your Indian Air Force, has deployed S-400 air defense system in which sector? In Punjab sector. This IAF has deployed the first squadron of the S-400 air defense missile system in the western sector of Punjab. Alright, this will take care from the threats coming from Pakistan as well as China. Alright, it was developed by Russia's Almaz Central Marine Design Bureau. Just remember, if asked by which organization this S-400 air defense system was developed, it was a Russian company that you need to remember. Alright, this S-400 air defense system was contracted from Russia in a deal of worth 35,000 crore rupees. Alright, the deal signed to procuring this S-400 was of around 35,000 crore rupees, and 5 squadrons will be provided to India for tackling air threats up to a range of. So these S-400 will help in taking care of the air threats that are coming from both, that will be coming, or if in chance they come from Pakistan and China. And the range of this S-400 will be what? As the name suggests, 400, so their range will be 400 kilometers. Alright. So coming back, this S-400 procured by Russia within a budget of 35,000 crore rupees. 5 squadrons will be provided and they are deployed in the Punjab sector to tackle Pakistan and China. Next we'll be talking about Pralay. India has recently successfully test fired another missile that is known by the name Pralay. Mark this also. And this was successfully test fired off the coast of APJ Abdul Kalam Island, that is off the coast of Odisha. Almost all are your missiles are test fired off the coast of Odisha. Alright, so coming back, India successfully test fired short range missile. This is a short range missile, that is Pralay. Alright, highly important, mark this. Pralay is a solid fuel battlefield missile based on Prithvi Defense Vehicle from the Indian Ballistic Missile Program. Alright, and the organization, if asked, that Pralay was recently developed by whom? So DRDO developed Pralay, that was test fired off the coast of APJ Abdul Kalam Island, that is off the coast of Odisha. Alright, and if asked that Pralay is related to which country this missile belongs from, or belongs to India. Next we'll be talking about some important and quick points that you should know. Indian Army has recently received Israel's Heron drones. So question will be asked that recently India has procured the Heron drones from which country? So they have procured from Israel. These Heron drones will be posted where? In Ladakh sector, or they will be used to increase the surveillance of the army capabilities in the Ladakh region. Alright, their drones will receive under the emergency procurement clause to monitor the Chinese activity in the Ladakh sector. Alright, so they will be procured under the emergency procurement clause. First thing was this. So these Heron drones will be procured by Israel by Indian Army. Second thing, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has unveiled the indigenous multi-terrain artillery gun 155BR. Mark the name of the gun, that is artillery gun 155BR. This multi-terrain artillery gun, this is 155 mm 39 caliber gun. Alright, and this was unveiled by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh in the presence of Chief of Army Staff Manoj Mukund Narwane sir. And who built this? This 155 mm 39 caliber gun was built by Bharat Forge Limited. Alright, and it is a Pune or Maharashtra based company. Third thing you should remember is South Korean Defense Minister has unveiled a model for the hypersonic weapon prototype HyCore. So remember, HyCore, if asked, it is a hypersonic weapon prototype. This has not been developed yet. It is just a model that has been presented by South Korea. So HyCore is related to South Korea. Then fourth thing you need to remember about Indian Navy has decommissioned INS Kukri after 32 years of service. So question will be asked that recently Indian Navy has decommissioned which Indian naval ship? So it was your INS Kukri after 32 years of service. Alright, this warship was built by Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. This, if tell you, this was built by Mazgaon or Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. all right, and it was built in 1989. So INS Kukri was decommissioned after 32 years of service. Defense minister has revealed multi-terrain artillery gun that is 155 mm 39 caliber BR, that is, and it has been forged or built by Bharat Forge. This was revealed by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh in the presence of the Chief of Army Staff, that is Manoj Mukund Narwane sir. Then you should remember South Korean Defense Minister has revealed a model or a prototype for hypersonic weapon, that is HICOR, and Indian Army has recently received the Huron drones from Israel country, and these will help in the surveillance capacity of the Indian Army in the Ladakh region for the Chinese troops.
तो फ्रेंड्स, ये थी हमारी वीडियो। अगर आपको आज हमारी वीडियो से कुछ ना कुछ सीखने को मिला है तो जल्दी से जाइए और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और इस वीडियो को लाइक कर दें। और फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको हमारे कंटेंट से रिलेटेड या फिर हमारे कोई ऐप से इशू आ रहा है, कोई भी आपको प्रॉब्लम है, तो आप हमारी जीमेल आईडी जो कि है support@affairscloud.com या फिर हमारा नंबर 9677333862 पर कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हैं, एंड हमारी टीम जल्दी से जल्दी आपके इशू को रिजॉल्व करने में आपकी सहायता करेगी। सो टेक केयर।